everybody, it's Verna from Stampin' Notes, and it is Monday, Simply Stampin' in the Meadow. It is Monday, June 27th, 2022, almost July. Man, where does the time go? I have a really fun card. I can't wait to share this card with you tonight. It is a Peekaboo slider card. And it opens like this. Isn't that cute? It says, "Friend, thank you for being so sweet." So, I can't wait to share this with you. It was fun to make, and I have a few announcements. First of all, we'll set these aside here. Don't forget, kits are on buy one, get one half off, 3 more days. And that we have some beautiful kits, so don't miss out on that. I have one Sweet Notes Card Club kit left for August, featuring the Lasting and Lovely bundle, bunch. And these are the cards that go with that kit. You get all the supplies for each of the cards, 2 of each card to make, half a pack of Designer Series paper. There's 8 cards total. Let me clarify that. 2 of each, half a pack of Designer Series paper, and everything is prepped and ready for you. You will need to cut your own Designer Series paper, but these die cuts and the embossing, those pieces are already in it. And there's also a pack of the new lovely In Color Baker's Twine, 2022-2024, and that's beautiful. And those are the freebies in it. All your envelopes and your inside sentiment pieces, the shipping, PDF tutorial, and video tutorial for $42. I have one of those left. If you're interested in that, you can email me at vernastamps@gmail.com, and I will message you through, I will send you through PayPal invoice or money request. So that's this here. And here's some of the free stuff. Here's the envelopes, and each card is numbered. Okay, each little kit. Also, if you don't have, this is the new July through December 2022 mini catalog. If you don't have one and you need one, let me know. I have some I've got to mail out tomorrow to my customers. And this is a celebration catalog. So I can't show you the inside of the catalog. I wish I could, but for every $50 or $100 in product you purchase from any current catalog, it doesn't have to be the mini catalog, it can be the annual catalog, you get to pick something free from this celebration catalog. So there's that. Don't forget Stampin' in the Valley. Our first event is July 28th at the beautiful Canasteel American Legion from 6:30 to 8:30. It's $20 to make 6 cards, 2 each of 3 different designs, or it's $25. It's free with a $25 purchase, whichever way you would be interested in. And if you bring a friend, you get to pick cards off my card rack. Here's a sample of what that will look like. They'll be ready to go for you to use. And actually, they'll have the envelopes in there too. So you get to pick those if you bring a friend. So tonight, we'll get started with our Peekaboo slider card. And so that's this right here. And this idea I got from Lisa Curscio. Oh, it's getting caught on that. So that's one thing you want to make sure that's glued down. I'll have to put a little more glue on that. This card was from Lisa Curscio, this idea, and you can find her video tutorial for Peekaboo slider card. And I've changed it up a little bit. For one thing, I'm using our new decorative circle punch, and then of course the design is different. So I'm using the Sweetest Cherries bundle, and that's this stamp set here. I love this set. I love cherries. You know, it's just about cherry picking time in our area along the Finger Lakes, and it comes with this cherry punch. So that's, you can either stamp your cherries or punch them out, and we'll get started with this. So to begin with, we're going to have 3 different pieces. Our front piece of cardstock is 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, and it is scored at 5 1/2. And I'm just gonna, or scored, burnished at 5 1/2, scored and then burnished at 5 1/2. Been a long day. Okay, and I'm just gonna burnish that with my bone folder. And I'm gonna go ahead and stamp on the front of this what I want on the front. I'm using the little basket weave stamp. And I'm going to use, I'm going to straighten this. I'm going to use Bermuda or Tahitian tie. This is Tahitian tied paper. And I'm going to stamp that basket weave design all the way across the front of this. This flap on the left is not going to show, okay? This is part of the mechanism to open and close the card. It's not going to show. So we don't need to do anything with that. And also, if you place an order of $35 or more with me this week in my online store, and you use this host code here, C44VUZKD at checkout, you have, and this is good until Thursday the 30th, then I will send you the kit to make 2 of these cards. And that's if you place your order by Thursday at midnight. All right, so we've got our basket weave across the front there. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stamp our friend. It says friend on the front. I think I'll use the same ink. And this is the friend stamp right here. So I'm using Tahitian tie, color on color. I'm going to stamp it right about there. All right, so we're going to set this aside for a little bit. And we're going to bring in our inside piece. And again, I will have a link to my blog where there is a PDF tutorial that you can download with the measurements and pictures and supplies. Okay, so for our inside mechanism piece, we have a piece of basic white. This is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. It's scored at 4 1/4. And I'm just gonna burnish this. All right, and I'm going to bring in my decorative circle punch. This is 159174 is the item number on it. And I'm going to start from the top on the right side like this. I'm going to go as far down as I can. And I'm lining up this side right here. So it goes right along the edge like that. All right. So I'm going to go on this side, and I'm just going to trace lightly with my pencil. I probably don't even need to do this, but I'm going to trace very lightly where I want to punch. And again, if I go, start from the top and go line this edge up here, it should be right where I've traced. I just want to hold that. Okay. And we can save these for something else. So we've got this going on now. And I'm gonna burnish that down again. And I'm gonna do some stamping. I'm gonna do that same basket weave along the bottom of this, and I'm gonna use So Saffron. And this is very easy to line up. It's photopolymer. I'm a little higher than I wanted to be because I'm trying to do it from the side under my phone. Okay. And then we're going to go back the other side. Just like this. My husband is mowing outside. You might be able to hear him. Okay, so there's our little basket weave. And now I'm going to punch out some cherries. So actually, I think I want to stamp the word sweet right here, and I'm going to do that first. I'm going to use a Stamparatus so I make sure I get a good solid image on that. And bringing this here, I'm going to hold that down there like that. And we'll get our stamp out that says sweet. Well, I had it out here. Where is it? This is, you know, normal. Here we go. All right, so I want this word right here. I'm going to go almost all the way over to the right because I'm going to have a cherry here. So about right there. And I'm going to pick that back up. I'm going to bring in my black ink pad, Memento, and slide this down so you can see it. I'm just inking it upside down like this. I'm going to stamp that. And I'm going to put more ink on that. I want it to be a nice solid image that says sweet. And the Stamparatus, what's great is those magnets hold the cardstock right in place. You want to try to not let your magnets touch each other. They're kind of hard to get apart if they do touch each other. Not impossible, but if they do touch each other, you want to slide them apart. All right, we'll set that aside. So now for our cherries. So I have a piece of sweet sorbet that's about 1¼ inches wide. And I've cut it that thin so that when I stick this in here to punch my cherry, I'm not getting all the leaves and the stem and everything and wasting more paper. So I need 4 cherries for this card. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and I have already punched out the leaves and the stem. So first of all, I want 1 cherry on each side. Move this stuff out of here. And I'm bringing in my Tombow liquid glue. I'm going to put 1 this way and 1 on the other side, going this way. They're about even. I'm going to grab a stem. 1 stem going this way, and 1 going the other way. And I'm just dabbing on a little bit of Tombow glue. I need to tuck this glue top in here. There we go. Last week's winner for commenting and sharing is Chris Wolcott. Thank you, Chris. And every week there's a drawing for someone to win something. It was, sometimes it's designer series paper. Oh no, look what I did. Wow. And sometimes it is gems. All right, so I'm going to fix that. I think I might add, that's what I'll do. Let's see if we can pull this up a little. Nope. We're going to put this over that. Let's do, a third one up on this side. Just like that. I'm going to break off this stem and make it a short stem. Oh. And then we'll have another stem here. Probably have to cut this one a little shorter too. Okay, and we need some leaves. So we'll put 1 this way, 1 on the other side. Maybe we'll just have that side there. Stick 1 in there. if you watch this, even if you watch it in the replay, if you comment, if you're not on here tonight and you comment, I would appreciate that, and I will put you into the drawing. If you share, that's a big help too. All right, so we've got our inside done. Now, for our back piece, we have one more piece. It's our back piece, and this is 4 1/4 by 5 3/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2 right here on the end. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take off this piece of tear and tape. If you want to use something especially strong right here, because this is a mechanism that's going to be pulling, so either tear and tape or the Tombow glue. I would use one of those, and my preference is a tear and tape. You don't have to wait for it to really dry. Okay, I'm just sliding that under there to pull up the top. And these sides that are hanging out, I'm going to fold them in, and there's a little bit hanging out there. I'm just going to fold that adhesive down like that. All right, so I just want to make sure I've got, yes I do, okay. Got that right. And I'm going to cover this ink before I get in it. All right, so this is going to lay, we're going to take this end, so this side, the right side of the inside of the card is going to lay even on that score line, or along that score line, like that, right? And I've got a smidgen there. I'm going to cut off this right here. So it's nice and even. Okay. So we've got this. Now the next thing we're going to do, and we're going to fold that like that. Where you've stamped the front, now we're going to add the front to this card. And the way we're going to do that is this is like this. We're going to lay it, turn it over and lay it this way, okay? And then we're going to add glue to our back side of that. So we've got, actually let's fold it, let's do it this way. We've got that, whoops. Sorry, I don't mean to be so confusing. It's not very helpful. Okay, so we've got this, we're gonna turn this over, just like this. And we're gonna add our front to the back of the left panel. This is a left panel. We're gonna add our front to the back of that. So I'm gonna grab the stamped front here. And here is the stamped front. We did the basket weave and we've got friend on there. So, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put adhesive around just this side of the back of the inside. just like that. And then I'm going to go around this too because I don't want that popping up. Okay. So our adhesive is on the back of this first panel right here. All right. So we're going to take our card front, which is this right here. And we're going to, I just want to make sure I've got this right. Yep. All right, we're going to put this end on this edge, like that. And we're going to line that up and hold that down. You want to make sure your edges are all even there. All right, so this is the beginning of our Peekaboo slider card, okay? So we've got this on there like that. I'm just lining this up a little bit here. I'm gonna go up a little bit like that. And I'm just gonna trim that edge off there that's showing. Okay. And again, this card was a card design that Lisa Curscio did. All right, so when we're not done with our front yet. So when we open it, there's going to be something that we want to stamp here. So I'm going to use this thing that says, "Thank you for being so," and then "sweet" will be underneath it. And that's going to fit right in there, okay? So I'm going to ink that up with Memento Black ink. And I better stand up so I can make sure I center this. Thank you for being so sweet. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I want the die cut circle on the front here because I want to put some cherries down so they'll show through there. So what I'm going to do is it is glued to this, and I'm just going to punch that out. So I'm going to bring my punch in, I'm going to line it up. And I'm going to punch that. Okay. So now we have friend, and we need to make our little cherry panel there. So I've used the layering circles, and I've used a plain one that's 2 3/4 inches wide. And that's this right here. And I'm going to lay this. This is going to, and if you get this raggy stuff right here from your from punching, it'll just brush off and fold over. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to lay this where I want it inside there. And it's going to go behind the inside white piece. And it's going to actually be glued there on the back. But I'm going to hold it there for now. And I just want to mark I'm going to take my pencil, and again I'm going to mark so I know I'm stamping within or putting the cherries within where I want them to show. So here, and I'm just marking very lightly, right? I'm going to take that circle back out. And I've got one cherry. I've got to punch another cherry out. All right. And actually, I could grab a stem or a piece of paper for a stem. And this is parakeet party. I just want that stem. I have some leaves, okay? So I'm going to layer one going this way on here. And put one like that. I want our stem there. And do we need a couple leaves? Maybe just one leaf. Like that. And I think I'll put another leaf here. No, I don't like that. I don't like that either. Maybe like that. Sometimes you just have to move things around a little bit so you get them the way you want them. Now, I have this mono eraser. If you don't have one, it's a sand eraser by Tombow, actually. You'll want to get one. It's a tool that I wouldn't be without. See how it erases really, really well. And the other thing is that it'll take off ink. If you get light ink on your cardstock, it just takes the paper right off and gets it right off there. All right, those might not have shown anyways. So I'm bringing my card back in, and I'm going to put this down in here. Actually, I'm going to take and put glue on just the center of it till I get it in place where I want it. So it's going to be stuck to that back panel. And I just want to lay it in there where I want it. Think about like that. And then you can go back. I'm going to open this up. And I'm just going to put glue around the edge here. Especially this edge here, because you don't want the mechanism catching on it. Glue right there. All right, so now our card is like this. Friend. No, I had that in the wrong spot. So this little flap goes in the middle, okay? Friend. And then this is what I mean about you've got to glue that down because it's getting caught in there. Oh my. And I've got glue on my fingers. Okay, so we'll wait a minute before we try doing that again. We'll finish the front up. We want gingham ribbon, and where you want to put it, I want to show you this from the top. You want to put your ribbon right in this corner here of the front panel. And I'm going to bring in a pretty good piece. I want to double that. I would say 5, 10, probably 22 inches. I just want to make sure I have enough to make a bow comfortably. And I'm just going to put it through here. So you see how that's coming up through there? And I'm going to push it right down in this corner. And we're going to tie our bow. Sorry, I got out of camera there. And this is a little twisted, so I'm going to turn it a little bit, like that. And then I'm going to trim these. You want to trim your tails here. I'm going to move that down there, and I'm going to take a glue dot. First I'm going to fix this. This is bugging me. All right. Take a glue dot and hold that bow down there. Glue dots. Here's the glue dot. And we're going to hold that down just like that. All right, so we have our friend, and this is glue. I'll use, I have a glue eraser. I will get that off of there. We need our black dots on there. Put one here. Let's put 5 on. We'll put the smaller ones at the top. So our card says friend. And thank you for being so sweet. Isn't that cute? Oops, I had it too high. Let me open it again down here. Move it down, friend. And it's getting caught on that. Thank you for being so sweet. So let me hold it up. Friend, thank you for being so sweet. Isn't that cute? All right, so I hope you've enjoyed this. I also did one with the sweet songbirds, and that is here. A little birdie told me, you've got something to celebrate. And really, you could do it with a lot of different stamp sets. A little birdie told me, you've got something to celebrate. There's that one, and here's the pool party one. And then we have one in our parakeet party right there. So, okay, have a good night, and I will see you next week. Take care.